timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 6. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally down at the 41-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's French. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. The Rams get back above 500 as they move to 3-2 with the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers trying to finish that one off and claim victory. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last. We head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And right now they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. The Cowboys locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, on the other side, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Now it's Hyde on the return. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a fair catch is taken here a step or two inside the 45-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. He's picked off near his own 48, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. They're going for two. They'll kick the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Fields. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Fields. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll check on his status when we get back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. French. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harrington. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Armadillos have got it on cruise control.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that. Now the try here for the point after.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On first down, it's Fields. Looking for Murphy, and he finds him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. And that'll be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here's Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Newman. And he is going to have the Bills first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. He's still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
After the sack on first down, Fields hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return where everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Buffalo set to get the football back here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then,
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Looking sideline, incomplete. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. He finds his man. Complete. It's Newman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, Fields. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And now out comes Houston. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man. Complete. It's long. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's French. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Armadillos take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston defense we watch as they get set to go.
And now Big Mo's wearing a shirt of their color. They're hoping to continue that momentum in their direction, but maybe another pick.
Who's Big Mo? He's momentum, right?
Momentum. And right now, he's hugging them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Fields on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. 2nd and 4. Now Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play here for Buffalo. And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that's a rare bright spot in what's overall been a pretty poor showing so far. But you've got to figure when you're down a bunch, why not take some big shots? And they connect on that one.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance, according to Next Gen Stats. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Operating from the gun, Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men. Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll try the left side. French. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. So now on 4th down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bills going to take over again on offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Second and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And this is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Fields. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. Houston set to take over. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's French. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 96 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On first down, French. And he gets it down to the 32.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On third down, it's French. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. French. Oh, some strong running. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year.
And the Armadillos are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And the numbers show it, low involvement early. But since he's been involved, it's been a good thing for this offense.
Indeed it has, and when you're able to finally get him going, get him fully integrated into the offense, things feel a whole lot better for your team. It expands everything that they do.
Williams loses the football. It's going the other way. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah,
not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 139 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. And his kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On first down, Fields.
This is caught by Williams. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's French fighting through at the 25 and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. They'll run on first down. French. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's long. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Buffalo offense back out ready to go.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because There are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now this one complete on the slant route, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Rice. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now a first down throw, Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Newman. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. Here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
So we'll recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 12. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And yes, folks, that is his 5th interception, a new NFL record.
And that's absolutely phenomenal. I just have to flat out applaud him. What a great effort in this game. But let's face it, when you look back at the numbers of guys who had 4 in the past, you'll find the names of some of the greats and some guys who just had a fantastic game.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.